making my left. Hello folks, this is Mike Cayley 7 coming to you on the 20-somethingth of February 2020. I know the 24th is this Friday, so do the math. I don't feel like doing it right now. My brain's on different things. Haven't ridden in a while because it's been rainy and snowy. As you can still see, there's snow there on the ground. And so I'm being extra careful, cautiously, because I'm out of practice and you never know what the road might have in store. Larry Hauser, I'm sorry for that right there. I know that's going to drive you nuts. When I get on the bike the next time, I will clean that. I also have to do my visor because it's filthy. So what's going on in the world? Well, you may have noticed that I haven't been making many moto vlogs, and you may have seen in the community tab on YouTube that I posted a photo of something quite unexpected. That's right, folks. I am learning how to play the bari sax. For those of you who don't know, the bari sax is also known as the baritone saxophone. So it goes soprano, alto, tenor, baritone, bass, contrabass, sub-contrabass. I think that's how it goes. Don't quote me on that, but I know that baritone is lower than a tenor. And it's big. It's a beastie. When you put that thing around your neck, if you just have the neck strap, it feels like you got an 8-year-old child hanging dead from your neck. You might think, God, Mike, that's sick. Why dead? Why can't it just be an 8-year-old child? Well, because it's not moving around. It's just kind of flopping there. Dead weight, you know what I mean? Anyway, now that you're thoroughly disturbed. Oh, nice farmhouse. Hello, cows. So it's heavy, and I'm going through the muscle aches from something new, you know. But I'm having a good time. So today's vlog is not going to be about motorcycles. You can click off right now. It's about fulfillment and challenging oneself and my rationale. I've been really thinking about this, about how and why I'm doing what I'm doing. So here goes. Alright. It was about, I don't know, 3 weeks ago. I was sleeping on the couch and I was watching YouTube videos, top 10s, and this video, it did the autoplay, it went to the next video while I was half asleep. And it said top 10 musicians who died on stage. And so one of them, the guy says, the lead singer of the band Morphine, Mark Sandman, who was very famously known for an unusual bass guitar of 1 or 2 strings, and having a baritone saxophone as his accompaniment and a drummer, and that was it, died on stage in Italy in 1999. So I perked up, because when I heard bass and I heard baritone saxophone, something just clicked, and I'm like, you know what? I need to find some new music anyway, so let me look them up. Because I was big on Journey for years. I used to sing with them. I sing all Steve Perry songs in the car, sing it, you know, with the radio. And I did that a lot till my voice went in 2012. And now I can't hit those notes anymore. So then I just kind of flopped about, listened to the Sisters of Mercy, which is a band I was into in the 90s for a good long while. Started getting tired of that. And so I discovered music that's new to me that actually excites me, and that's the band called Morphine. And it's not for everybody, of course. It's my own little personal taste. Morphine, you might think, oh, geez, it's a drug name. Well, no. It actually refers to the god of dreams, Morpheus. That's what they were saying when they were playing. You know, they asked him, why morphine? Well, that's why, the god of dreams. So it's kind of a dreamy music, and I really, really liked the sound, especially of the baritone saxophone. I also like the bass, but there's no way I can play a bass guitar. My fingers don't like doing that whole thing. Notice I'm doing like this, right? I'm with the wrong hand, because I always want to fret with the left hand. I don't know why, I'm a southpaw, I guess. So anyway, listening. It reminded me of a bunch of different music. Part of it, I could hear a little bit of Big Bopper kind of style, 1950s rockabilly. So I liked that. I also like, there's an album by Julie Cruz. I think it's called Floating Into the Night or something. It was back when Twin Peaks was popular. I didn't even know what Twin Peaks was. I just found that album somehow and fell in love with it. And there's a lot of good sax in that. So I kind of like that sultry, low note kind of sound. Fell in love and I just listened to it more and more and more. Next thing you know, I'm thinking, you know what? I want to play this. I want to learn how to make these noises. So then I started researching saxophones, and I found a bunch of videos online. There's thousands and thousands of videos. And there's a guy named Jay Metcalf. He is a saxophonist, professional, teacher, musician, played with all kinds of great people. Lives in France now. There's Bigfoot for you. Oh, that was funny. Payne's Rides, there's your Bigfoot right there. That was funny. So, Jay Metcalf, great musician and teacher from New York, lives in southern France now, and he has a channel called Better Sax, and he just takes you all through it. And I just started following that and looking at all these other videos, and next thing you know, I'm like, I want to play sax. I want to try this. So I went down to the music store, rented a tenor sax, because you can't rent a baritone. I played it on my own a little bit, then I went to my first lesson, fell deeper in love, decided that the tenor wasn't for me, because I really wanted to make that really bass note sound. So I went and bought an intermediate tenor, baritone sax. I know, idiot, right? God, all the money. Oh, God, it's expensive. But now I'm in, you know. I'm committed. So since last, I guess Tuesday, I've been playing the baritone saxophone. Today's Sunday. And just love it. And I discovered yesterday for the first time, I figured out how to play most of the G major scale by watching this guy named Mr. Walls. He's a high school teacher and he has a channel, and so I was watching him take people through the first notes. Next thing you know, I realized, oh my God, I'm playing a scale. And I did some more research and I realized it's called G major. There's all these different, there's 12 scales, and I'm learning about notes and where they are. And he has a really nice way of saying it's like this, you know, the fingers, every good boy does fine. And then the spaces in between is F-A-C-E, which I can't remember what the mnemonic is, but face. And so I've been just enjoying the hell out of this. And I'm thinking to myself, well, geez, Mike, why am I suddenly into this so much? You know, wintertime maybe, going stir crazy maybe. But maybe I'm rationalizing, but I think that with the motorcycle, which I absolutely love and adore, and have no plans on not riding. I mean, I love this. Oh, by the way, I have 12,649 miles on the bike so far since April 24th of last year. Today is February something, 20-something. So, just as a reference point for myself, temperature's 47 degrees, and I'm having a great time. The reason, or reasons, one thing is, I just feel like I've kind of reached the point in my motorcycle riding where if I want to improve much more, I'm going to have to go to track days, and that's a lot of money, and that's far away because I can't get there easily, and it involves more commitment than I really feel comfortable making at this time. So I love riding, and I'm still going to ride, but I needed something to kind of tingle my brain. And motorcycle riding is still awesome, but it's not giving me that scratch to the itch that I need. I still make, obviously, motorcycle videos, because you're watching one. So I motovlog still. I still have guns. I love guns, but guns are expensive to buy, to shoot, Every time you're pulling the trigger on a 45 caliber, you're spending some money there. And that's my preferred caliber. And you got to pay the range fees and all this. Plus, I've noticed a lot of the people in the gun community tend to skew a little bit paranoid for me. So I'm not really great buds with a bunch of gun people. Anyway, what am I going to do, right? So I've never explored the musical realm before. I mean, I took it when I was in elementary school. I had to. And I think in junior high school, the first year, I think we had to take a music class. I remember the lady with the 5 chalky thing going across the board. But I was like, you know, I was a teenager or almost teenager and thinking, this is stupid. I'm not interested in this. This is, I hate to say it, back then, like, nah, you know, this is sissy music. You know, this is sissy activity. Beneath me or whatever, I was already a nerd, and I already had people bullying me because I was, you know, nerd. I didn't want to give them more ammunition, so I didn't do it. I wasn't interested in it at all. I sang in the choir badly. I was embarrassed. I was very self-conscious. There was a choir we had to. It was all the kids had to. We had to sing in the spring fling, I think they called it. And they made us sing when I was 12 years old. They made us sing Give 'Em the Old Razzle Dazzle, which is from the play Chicago, the musical. And that, I don't know if you know that play or if you've seen it, but it's about a lady who commits murder, and it's the lawyer's trying to razzle-dazzle people to get his client off. It's a really shady thing. And the other one we had to sing was Tie a Yellow Ribbon Around the Old Oak Tree, which is, you know, about a guy getting out of prison, for God's sake. What the hell were they doing having us sing those things? Anyway. It's crazy. So I never really scratched or even knew I had an itch. I didn't scratch the itch because I didn't know I had one. I didn't have an itch. I did, when I was a little kid, take flute lessons. I think it was 2 lessons with this old guy in the back recesses of the junior high school. I had a flute. I think it was rented. My mom rented it, or, you know, paid all this money to rent it. I can't remember how much. And I tried to play it, and I could not make that thing make a sound. And so I gave up. I said, screw this. The old guy didn't seem very enthusiastic about me anyway. Gave it up. Alright, this is chapter 1 of my video on what the hell, Mike? My Kaylee 7. I'll talk to you later.